Hey ladies and gentlemen, how are you? My name is attorney Charles Zavala from Zavala Texas Law. I have a video today about immigration, more specifically relating to what's going on there in the Ukrainian conflict and how the USA is trying to help. If you all have seen our videos before, I did a video about Ukrainian TPS, which stands for Temporary Protected Status. I'll talk a little bit about that in this video, but if you want, you can watch that video, kind of understand what's going on. And today is kind of a little bit of update. So backstory, what's going on. The Ukrainian conflict's going on is causing a lot of refugees to leave the country. So the USA has been asked, hey, what are y'all going to do for the Ukrainians? So, and I think it was in beginning of March, I don't remember the exact date, March 2022, the USA announced that they were going to do TPS, it stands for Temporary Protected Status, for people from Ukraine. And the rules for Temporary Protected Status is, A, you got to be from Ukraine, you got to live there, be associated with the country, right? And the second is you had to have already been in the USA before, I think it was March 1st, sorry, I don't have it in front of me, I think it was March 1st. You had to have been inside the USA before that. So if you arrived after that date, you are not eligible for it. So temporary protected status is meant to protect people who are already in the country. So as in, you're not going to have to go back to Ukraine. But a lot of people said, well, look, there's a huge humanitarian refugee crisis. What are we going to do about that? And the video today is kind of a little bit of update. So here I'm looking at my other screen. It says the White House announced that they plan to resettle up to 100,000 Ukrainian refugees, right? And this is important because they're saying up to, right? They didn't say maximum 100,000, so that kind of gives them a range of what they can do. And while they haven't put any actual laws into place yet, that TPS actually still hasn't even gone into place as of this date because it's not updated in what's called the Federal Register, which is just a book that they publish, and we're just waiting on them to publish that. But anyways, so this is, they're trying to think, well, what other ways can we do? Because TPS only protects the people who were here prior to that date. So with this one, you know, they're saying that they're going to try to, the White House is saying, we're going to try to use the full range of legal pathways. They're going to try to help vulnerable groups. And here they highlighted this, right? And they said, including LGBTQ individuals, people with medical needs, journalists, and dissidents, right? I'm not saying that's who they only said they're going to do, but I don't know whether they're going to have a priority system or they may give some weight to a little bit more than the others. However, this is all just still, I don't want to say speculative, but they're just talking about it, right? The White House announced it. Doesn't mean that there's anything we can do right this moment. So the reason why that's important is because I have had people call who have family from Ukraine, and they're saying, look, our plan is to come to the USA, to the border, and apply for asylum, apply for something like that. And while this has recently come out, it hasn't been into play yet. So they're asking me, okay, you know, what's going to happen? I don't know yet because this is all still very fresh as of this date, right? But still, if you plan on coming to the USA and you want to apply for asylum or refugee status or something like that from Ukraine, make your case a little bit easier. Bring proof that you're Ukrainian. Have your passport. If you have any paper that's in Ukrainian, you need to change it to English. You need to get certified because not everyone officer you're going to deal with is going to be able to speak your language. I also recommend if you're trying to come as a refugee or to claim that status, have some sort of declaration, right? Some sort of statement that you're saying. Even though you can talk to someone about it, just put it on paper, right? Same thing with anyone else who could be a witness who will help your case. And I'm not saying this is going to get you in the country, but whenever you are dealing with officers or agents who are on the border, try to make their job a little bit easier by giving them already what they're going to need instead of them trying to fish it out of you. So that's what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. So the TPS is great. However, it's not in effect as of this date. But today, remember, it's April 6th, 2022. By the time when you're watching this video, it could be way in the future and that could happen. But as for the humanitarian, you know, they're claiming they're going to do it. However, nothing's happened just yet. But that's just, let's give it time, right? So that's just kind of the update of what's going on now with the Ukrainian and how the USA is trying to help. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give us a call. You can like, subscribe, do anything like that, and we're more than happy to help you any way we can, okay? Thank you, and y'all have a beautiful day. Bye.